thank you so much for tuning in. I am Danny De La Cruz, and this is the Common Rule podcast, where we talk about the creative process. I wanted to start off. Well, let's start off and talk about our support here. PHX Film Revival. It is a darkroom lab and a processing place where you can get your film processed as well. It's run by Daniel. Great guy. We're going to have him here on the podcast and talk about being creative and such as well. Also, he's also a photographer and very knowledgeable about darkroom. Go check him out. Their Instagram is at PHX Film Revival. They got a bunch of links and information on there right now. I think that's the best place to get a hold of them. They're very responsive. But yeah, check them out if you're interested in getting started on film photography. All right, so on this little episode here, man, I want to talk to you guys about the blues. Hell yeah! Some of you know, if you know me personally, you know that's my jam. I love the blues. That's what I'm talking about. Essentially, my heroes are old black guys with guitars. That's, hey, man, these guys. First of all, when you go out and decide that, especially in this day and age, and you go, you know what, man, I'm gonna go and play the blues. The beautiful thing about doing that in this day and age is essentially you know you're not going to get rich. You know that's a blue collar job, probably not much more than being a welder or a plumber, and probably after all is said and done, taking the same amount of money home. Jazz, blues, man, that old music, you ain't getting rich out there, man. I look at bands like the Black Keys and their equivalent, man. If they were a band that came up like in the grunge era or before rock and roll wasn't cool, those guys would be gazillionaires. But now I think that they just got to constantly be on tour in order to, don't get me wrong, I definitely don't think they're poor or anything like that. But of course not. They're doing what they love. But I think that the money isn't where it was before, as, they just... you used to be able to make millions off a single, and now these cats are, who knows, I think about almost 10 albums deep. I don't think any of them have gone platinum, although they are considered one of the best bands in the world right now. I mean, it's just a great band to listen to. But these old guys, tying in a little bit with what we're going in here, those old guys also, while they probably in those days did make their fair share of money, they definitely weren't making that Beatle money. You know what I'm saying? They were making that Led Zeppelin money, even though Led Zeppelin started a career off of all those dudes' music. Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, fucking T-Bone Walker, Hubert Sumlin, guitar player for Howlin' Wolf, Lightnin' Hopkins, and even more modern day era like R.L. Burnside, Sadell Davis, T. Model Ford. All these cats are basically older gentlemen. They had no recognition, or very little recognition as young men, and we don't know them. There are hardly any pictures of them being young. Not, as opposed to like B.B. King, who was a young man, was killing it. These cats were already older guys. How does that apply to us? And, I think you can pretty much gather here, or at least get a sense of what I'm getting at here is about having patience. I mean, insert your cliche artist here that died before they ever made it big. So what I'm getting at is, I don't want to get into this like, okay, we're in this to make it, or we're in this for the glory or the recognition of being these great artists. No, what I'm saying is be patient with your work. It could be that our work isn't there just yet. We're not getting the recognition we think we deserve and things like that. Again, let's not do this for recognition. I think one of the things that we can learn from these old guys is that they were doing it for a long time before anyone ever came up to them and gave them a gig or a record deal. And I think while, yes, they were aspiring for that, they didn't change course. They kept playing their music. They were honest with themselves. And eventually, things came together for them. Applying that to ourselves, let's just keep creating and being honest and with our work and moving forward. And if there is a record deal for us for whatever it is we do, hey, man, more power to us. But if there isn't, That's okay too. There are plenty of us out there that are creating for the love of this thing because we love creating it, or because it fucking just keeps us from going crazy. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you do make it, you know what? Don't let that shit go to your head. Don't fucking start doing the cocaines and the strippers, doing the cocaine off the stripper's ass. Don't start fucking drinking, and don't start fucking jumping off roofs, exclaiming or fucking yelling out, "I'm the golden god." Oh, Jesus. Let's just, yeah, don't do that. All right, so this one's short and sweet. Thank you again for listening. Have a great day and enjoy your youth.